It's 10 o'clock on a Saturday morning in Berlin's Neukölln district, and talent scout Roger Ülger is on his way to work. Türkel is playing Türkiye'mspor. Roger Ülger is on the lookout for the stars of tomorrow. Maybe he's going to find one among the 13 to 14-year-olds here.
That was a good move from the number 7. He's an intelligent player. He works hard and passes well. His ball control is good, but he is physically small. Speed is very, very important, especially now. Have you ever seen a slow player decide a match anywhere in the world? I haven't.
Roger Ülger grew up in Berlin. He played football and went professional in Turkey before becoming a coach and returning to Germany. For the past 6 years, he's worked as a talent scout for a players' agency, Dr. Becker, who also look after Michel Ballack. It makes sense for an agency in Berlin to employ a Turkish scout. There are more players of Turkish origin here than in any other German city. And Roger knows the football scene.
Most of the talented players are from Turkish or other immigrant communities. They're still street footballers. Street football is dying off. Boys prefer other things like television or laptops and computer games. But the Turkish kids still go and play in the streets and parks. That makes them interesting for the clubs. It's my dream to have a successful Turkish kid, someone with a normal family background, hit the big time. That's my dream. There are enough examples like Mesut Özil or Nuri Sahin. They made it. The potential is there. You have to give the kids a chance and then it'll work. A good match at the end. A little hectic, but that's normal.
And off he goes to the next game. On average, Roger Ülger watches 8 matches a week. Hertha Berlin's under-15s are playing in Cottbus. Erdal Öztürk is Berlin's playmaker. He's one of the best at the club and one of Germany's best youth players. The German Soccer Association ranks him among the best 11 in the country. Roger Ülger has watched him for 2 years. That also means liaising with the parents.
He goes to almost every match and takes great care of our son.
Of course, the parents are the main focus. But there are times when the parents are busy, and they simply don't have the time. But if we call Roger, he's there and he helps.
Und hilft auch.
I help the boys when they have to deal with the authorities, and I help the parents. If they can't speak German, I take the boys to the doctors or evening training. I do all I can for the boys until they've made it. Then they're gone.
The next day, he picks Erdal up from school and takes him to the doctors. Ülger looks after 17 players, some for years. That's a lot of work for an agency which only makes money with a player when they've signed a professional contract. 1 in 10 makes it, statistically. But Roger's interest is more than financial.
A couple of months ago, he had a problem with the sports teacher, and he felt the teacher was treating him unfairly. He was angry, and he just went home during the sports lesson. I found that out by chance from another player we look after. So I rang Erdal up and told him he couldn't do that. Even if he was in the right and the teacher wrong, he can't just walk off. That's not a solution. I talked to him on the phone and told him he had to ring the teacher up and apologize for his behavior. And first he was a bit unwilling, so I told him he had to apologize and that apologizing does not mean you're weak. It shows you have character.
Yeah, at first I didn't want to apologize, but then I thought about it and I said I was sorry. When we're dealing with sports, Roger's like a father to me. He sorts things out so that I don't have to take care of them.
The doctor tells Erdal an injury seems to have healed and he can go all out again.
Sometimes I get worried when I don't play well in a match. And if I don't play well, Roger reassures me that it isn't that bad, that I can do better in the next match, and so on. He takes a lot of pressure off of me.
Of course I have a dream. I want to look after a player who goes on to sign for Barcelona or Real Madrid or Bayern Munich. Every talent scout dreams of that. And we're on the right path. We have 3, 4 or 5 very talented players. I dream that one of them will make it.
And we'll be sure to tell you when one does.